Mazda B2200. In case you guys are just now tuning in, I've done one video on prepping for the Weber carburetor, and I've got the next video of looking at the Weber carburetor and all the parts that it comes with. And then I ran into a bunch of problems at the end of putting it in. I cracked the center plate on the Weber, so now I've got one ordered. I'm waiting on another one. It's hooked up right now enough to be able to start it and make sure that it's working. But I ran into another problem where I've got a bolt missing here, but it's not missing, it's broke. So I got to get the rest of this off, which means there's one bolt in here that holds this way. So I need to pull the timing belt off. I need to pull this pulley off so I can get in there to that bolt that's down inside there. So I can pull that off and yank this up so I can see about getting to that. So let's get started on this. All right, to get this off, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this very well, but down here, there's a pulley right there. It's got a bolt right in the center of it. That thing slides back and forth. What that does is that helps to loosen your belt. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, it loosens your belt. That way you can slide your belt off. The easiest way to slide your belt off now is to just take a screwdriver and slowly, without messing up your belt, slowly work it back and forth like so. And then you work it off. Now I've got mine marked where it needs to be, because when you put this back on, you want it to go exactly where it was. Because if you don't, then your timing is going to be off and you're going to be really mad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up right there for now. What that's going to do is that's going to keep it tight at the bottom so that it doesn't slip on anything. And then that way I can go ahead and get this pulley off right there. I forget how to do that one. Yeah, it's all loose now. I might be able to get it off. Alright, I'm going to do that. Alright, once you get that big bolt off, and then you can slide that cam gear off, and then there'll be one bolt right here. I don't know if you can see my hand right here. There'll be one bolt right in there, right in line with your head, and you take that out, and then this whole piece, once you get everything else loose, let me get everything else loose. There's one of them back here that's still hanging on. There we go. Once you get those loose, then this can all just pick up. This whole rail just picks up off of there once you get everything loose. Well, I thought I had them all loose. Hold please for station identification. There. One more. Pull these out. There you have your rail. Meanwhile, you got this out. You need to take and look at what you got going on with your little things right here. I'm going to pull mine out and put new ones in. So I'm going to get to that real quick and then I'll be back. Okay, we get this in here and we flip it over. Okay, be careful all these parts don't come off, because all this stuff slides right off the rail. So be careful. This piece I left in there. That's the front main piece. But anyway, don't lose your springs, don't lose your pieces, everything. Leave it all intact. These little pieces here, this is what's going to make all of your tapping. See how easy these are? Look. If they don't come out real easy, you can take pliers and pinch them and then just pull them straight out. That's all they are. It's just like a little bug. And what it is the oil goes into the back side right there. And it's like a hydraulic. This piece right here pushes a little bit, and then it pushes all the way through and oils out the sides. And then the oil drips down your springs and keeps everything lubricated. When you put them in, you push them in real. Just some of them will click, some of them won't. Eventually, once you get it in there and tighten it all down, it'll click, and so you don't have to worry about that. Now, what happens to them, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I'm going to try real hard to get this to focus. Let's see. Come on, focus. And it's not going to focus, is it? See how it's all pitted? That's going to cause a lot of tapping. Let me grab another one. See if we can see a little bit other stuff. See how it gets dented over time? That's going to cause more tapping and loud noises. You wouldn't think that little tiny thing does that, but that's what it does. So, we went ahead and changed all these out. Ironically, my name is Lawrence Falcon Duarte, right? Part number on these, LFD 1702. That's pretty neat. These are almost, I was looking at it, these are standard on a lot of different engines. So anyway, you'll need 8 of them. One for the in and out and in and out, in and out. So get those swapped out. And now let's go ahead and see about getting that damn, I think I have an extractor I have never used. I'll have to look for it somewhere in all of my bag of tricks here. So, all right, let me see if I can get that other bolt out of there. I'm sitting here laughing at myself and like haranguing myself. Okay, I got a drill bit and I've got my extractor, and then what you do is you drill a hole in the center of it. I didn't want to record until I figured out if I made it work, because I was going to either be cussing or I was going to be like, yeah. So now I've got this done, and I've got my extractor, which the extractor has like backwards threads, so when you drill a hole in it, you can go backwards and get your thing out that you need to get out. Well, here we go. And there's the broke off nut that was in there. You want to talk about a feeling of success when you can extract a bolt and you don't have to throw a torch to it and you don't have to take it to somebody. That in itself deserves like a freaking 5th of alcohol. Woo! All right, now I can put this sumbitch back together. Okay, here we go. All right, at the same time everything else is going on, we're gonna have a party today. So I got to get the ribs started. These are frozen. I got some marinade in there. What's the marinade? Check this out. Put a little bit of this in your marinade. See, it's marinade, Allegro. I only use about maybe a 1/4 cup in here just to give it some flavor and help break it down, and then some onions. That's all we're doing with it. All right. Look, Ewok, what you doing? This is April's daddy right there. Push the clutch in, and the one on the left. The one on the left, push it all the way to the floor. And then just kind of pump the gas and give it a little bit so that it can stay running. Just flutter the gas a little bit. I know you're too short. There we go. It's just not getting enough gas right now because of that vacuum leak, or the gas leak on the side. But all the taps are gone. All that's gone. So now all I got to do is get that plate and it'll idle right. But right now the gas is just pouring out the side. Making me mad. But yes, finally. This is done. That's done. The new, no more tapping. It sounded good. It just won't stay running right now. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do on this for right now. It's party time. We gotta wait. We gotta get everything ready. Where are you going?
Homework?
Homework? I'm dating a schoolgirl. Huh?
You gotta do homework before we do a party.
Dating me a schoolgirl.
Gotta get my cup of ice to make my next drink first.
Oh, whatever. Where's Kathleen at? Playing on her swing set. All right, I'm gonna start the party video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Yeah, I don't know what the torque is on the heads. I usually just torque it down until it feels right to me. That's what I've always done, and that's what I was taught. I mean, like I always say, rest in peace, Airbag Joe, but he's the one who taught me, and that's what he always taught me, is just tighten until it feels good. So now I'm waiting on that part, and then I'll be able to take that back apart and get that back on there. And now I'm mechanically sound. That was my biggest thing. I need to get the cover back on the front of the motor, which that's really easy, and all that. So thumbs up for the Mazda running semi-okay right now. Right now it's got that fuel leak. So next video. See you guys later.